In the Serbian capital, Belgrade, at least 9 people have been killed in a school shooting. Police have arrested a 14-year-old boy suspected of carrying out the attack. The victims include children and a security guard who died trying to stop the shooter. Several others are injured, including a teacher who's believed to be in a critical condition. Police say they're still investigating the motive. Mass shootings are comparatively rare in Serbia, where the gun laws are very strict. DW correspondent Idro Seferi is outside the elementary school in Belgrade where that shooting took place. Idro, what more can you tell us about this tragic incident?
Well, unofficially, the teacher also died, but we don't have a confirmation from police, so the number of victims went to 9, apparently. This all happened in very early in the morning when the shift started. The suspect, they say he came with a gun and a bag where probably police assumes that he had explosives with him, and then he started shooting. What we know is that the guard was trying to stop him to go further, and this would have been a bigger tragedy if also the children and the guard didn't try to stop the suspect. Police arrested the alleged suspect, and we are waiting for official confirmation. Serbian government will have urgent press conference in about 15 minutes to explain more details. We know that 6 other children are being treated in emergency in harsh conditions. So the situation is changing from moment to moment, but it's a real tragedy, as this happened also in city center of Belgrade, in one of the oldest neighborhoods in Vračar, and it was not the case that we used to hear here this kind of cases.
Police say they've arrested a suspect, a 14-year-old boy who attended the school. What's known about the suspect?
We know his name for now, and we know that there are some speculations about his relations in school, but it's too early to talk, as we don't have really official information. He was born in 2009, and they say that he had his father's gun, but we don't know why and how this happened. A lot of children were at that time in the school, and shocking, and most of Belgrade schools now are closed because of this tragedy that happened today, this morning. So a lot of families were here looking for their kids and trying to get more information, but the police is still inside the school with forensics, trying to look in the scene and to see what happened really there. And we are waiting for more official information, as now it's a lot of speculation going on still.
Well, for a bit of background for our viewers, I mentioned before that these sorts of shootings are rare in Serbia. Tell us more, though, about the hundreds of thousands of illegal weapons that are in circulation and have been since the Balkan Wars of the 1990s.
Well, in schools, it's very rare that it never happened that someone shoots and we had victims. It's often kids fight in schools, but not using guns and violence. It is a problem in most of Balkan schools, and especially also in Serbia. There is a lot of illegal weapons from the 90s that are still at homes, not registered, and so on, because there was a history in 90s with it. But it's very rare. It never happened in the entire region, not only in Serbia, that a shooting case like this happens in a school, and this made the tragedy even bigger, because people were not believing that this was happening this morning, and it was a lot of doubt what is going on. Of course, there were a lot of critics with securities in schools before, and also a lot of critics with guns and violence that still exist in the region. But this was really a huge tragedy that concerned all Belgrade and not only.
DW's Ito Safari, thank you very much for bringing us the latest there from Belgrade on that deadly school shooting. We've heard about an arrest of a 14-year-old boy who's suspected of killing at least 8 children, a security guard and possibly even his teacher. Thank you very much for the latest.